Hello, my treasures. It's time to make some sacrifices to the discard gods with Discard Quest Warlock. This is going to be centered around the Ungoro quest that was recently added to Twist. Lakari Sacrifice, where if you discard 6 cards once this is in play, you get the Nether Portal. And the Nether Portal gives you 2/3/2 imps at the end of each of your turns, which allows you to basically have infinite resources in a game mode where resources are normally finite, making it easy to overwhelm our opponent with a bunch of minions on board. Now for the Mulligan guide, first thing to look out for is Chamber. This allows you to get your discard package online really quickly. If you see this in combination with Malkazar's Imp, this is an incredible combo and will win most games. Outside of Chamber, you're basically going to look for any of the discard package, and you are going to be looking for early game removal tools such as Hellfire, if you know your opponent is going to have a wide board. But now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Priest. Let's see what they have in store for us. I know the quest line for Priest is actually not that bad. I made a theory craft with it, but I was missing a lot of the cards, so that's why it's not being featured on the channel. This opener looks so good. Oh, man. I might make a little bit of a mistake here. I might actually activate Chambers before I slam down the Imp. I can't honestly remember. We might also just slam down the Imp because there aren't that many removal tools in Priest that can actually deal with this, at least early on, that most people are running. Okay, they just passed it back to us. I think we are probably just going to slam down the Imp. Hopefully they don't have any removal tools because that would be sad. Of course they had it. Of course they had it. Okay, just going to... Well, I mean... let's see how big we can get this clutch mother. Oh, the second chamber for next turn. That actually gets us online really quickly. The nice thing is, even if they have ways to deal with our board, they won't have ways to infinitely deal with our board, at least we hope. Right, I think the plan would be Chamber, then slam down the Voidwalker. This should give us a high chance of getting clutch. I guess we aren't going to. Probably should discard one of the Dark Bombs just because we do want additional discard in hand, and we do have now 2 ways to discard, so I guess that's fine. Okay, they're going to draw a card. That isn't going to afford them too much, to be honest, but hopefully. So here's the thing. They might be able to heal themselves up to full, and by full I mean 40, before we can actually get anything online, which would in theory suck. But I think this game we're probably going to get extremely lucky. I mean, that isn't the best option to hit there, but it isn't the worst. And then we can always guarantee clutch because we have 3 cards in hand. Oh, that would have been nice literally a second ago. Knowing my luck, we'll discard Cho'Gall off of Librarian. And that honestly sums up my experience playing this deck so much. There's so many games where I discarded Cho'Gall, and I know he probably shouldn't be in the list. We probably should run, I'm trying to think of, a second Siphon Soul instead of Cho'Gall, but there are cases where he does come up and he could in theory be useful. And who knows? Maybe this is going to be that game, huh? Yeah, that was a card that I had in the list for the longest period of time. Ended up cutting it out because we have a perfect. We have not that many ways to heal ourselves up. Drain Soul doesn't exist in this format. Okay, we'll get an additional minion, which is good. Then we can slam down the Clutch Mother. This does get us our quest line complete. And then we just pass the turn. We don't want to discard any other cards while we have the Nether Portal in hand, because that definitely could go bad really quickly. Yeah, please clear out your minions. That helps us a lot. Okay, there's the coin. Divine. Oh. That could be bad. But actually, I guess it isn't bad because it does let us draw into Dark Bargain. Dark Bargain isn't really well, I mean, it is useful if our opponent puts down big minions, but I very much doubt that's going to happen. I hope. Ooh, Doomguard. Doomguard's funny. Yeah, let's do it in this order. Of course, Dark Bargain gets hits. We could have also used the Imp there, but I wanted to minimize hitting Shogal. Minimizing Shogal being hit is probably the best bet. And now they're going to slam down their 8-drop that heals them up to 40 because we now have to deal with that. Okay, there's the Watcher. And I was right. I knew they were going to slam it down. They'd lose if they didn't. They were thinking for a little bit, so maybe they had something like Reno in hand. Divine Spirit. Okay, so they aren't Reno. That's good to know. Them being... Oh, actually... I don't think that's going to work how you want it to work. I mean, we are discarding 2 other cards here. I'm not going to risk discarding that off of Soul Fire. I know my luck. Sometimes that does happen. And you say goodbye to your board. And then we get them down to 20. Hey, almost back to where we started. Oh, ooh, that actually could be bad too. It's 2 damage to everything here. They're at 20 HP. Actually, maybe it won't be bad because we can slam in the imps and then it just gets rid of the golem, I think. They're 22. Oh, that makes this worse. I guess we attack with this first. That gets rid of all that. Then they're at 7. Come on. There we go. We're gonna fist them. Okay, so Voidwalker we can get rid of. Keeping the Imp. The Imp is nice. Hellfire in this matchup could be good depending on which version of Warlock we're facing. So putting on a request. Maybe mirror match? Huh? I've had weirder mirror matches in the last few months, but and this would be a fun one. It wouldn't be the worst. The mill mirror match was so good. I really wish that short did a lot better though. Okay, so we could use Malkazar's Imp and then the Soulfire. That could be good. Just hero powering. Getting Chamber is really nice. The problem with Chamber, and I may make this mistake, I may not, we'll see. Oh, it's going to be Cthun. Cthun Reno lock is probably what it's going to be. All right, let's slam down Chamber. I'm going to pass on this, which is good. The mistake would have not been pass on it and then have the Imp in hand to get full advantage off of it next turn. Okay, that is a top deck that I'll take in a heartbeat because that's a nice top deck. Okay, getting rid of one of the AoEs. I really wanted to keep the Soulfire. Doom. Oh, come on. Fist of Jaraxxus. Fist of... Yeah, let's go. Come on, hit the 3/4. Let's go. Okay, so we have a handful of cards to discard next turn. Okay, there's... I mean... We still have the Hellfire if we really need to clear out the board. We might actually... because we could also just slam down a Doomguard and hope this works out for the best. Oh, actually, let's get rid of that by using... Oh, Dark Bargain. Dark Bargain's good for later as long as we don't randomly discard it. Oh, perfect. Actually, getting that for HP later is pretty good. The other thing that might be worth running instead of Siphon Soul in the list is a Power Overwhelming just because we do have a few charged minions. Okay, so the problem is we don't actually have that many good discard targets in hand. But we can clear out the board with the Hellfire. We can draw 2 cards by discarding something randomly. Going to get rid of Dark Balm. Slam down the Gang Boss. There's the Flame Imp that never really came up. At least we got a spare minion out of that situation. We should be able to complete the quest next turn, which is good. There's Cthulhu's chosen. Their Cthulhu is going to get really, really big. We do have the Dark Bargain as a really good tool, though. I will say that. Though we are using... Oh, of course we hit Cho'Gall. Out of all the cards we could have hit, it had to be Cho'Gall. My luck with that card is negative. It's just straight up negative. There's Siphon Up Soul. Alright, slamming down this portal, giving us 2 imps per turn. We no longer have Cho'Gall, which sucks a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Slamming down another one of these minions. Just going to slam down as many minions as possible. Hopefully we top deck the second Dark Bargain before they slam down Cthulhu. Good news is we have a board full of minions to eat everything up. The bad news here is we get none of the imps because our board was full. That is not Dark Bargain. Hero Power, Dark Bargain top deck, Malkazar's Imp. That could be good. Okay, so we should only have a few cards left in deck. If we slam down the... Let's slam Soulfire. Oh, there we go! 8 lethal this turn, but you know, it's pretty... It is lethal this turn! Let's go! Oh, man. Alright, time for a game against Shaman. I'm assuming it's probably going to be Totem or Jade. Those are the 2 Shaman decks that I've seen a lot of. Warlock Shaman, I had a lot of success on day 1, but according to a lot of y'all, it did not work so well for you after day 1. Getting Chamber in the starting hand is always great to see. 2 Dark Bargains, though, not what I want to see. Okay. Tunnel Trog doesn't really give me too much information. I think we either Hero Power or just pass. Because I really don't want to risk discarding the location. I know my luck. My luck is horrible. I will straight up say it. It is just usually horrible. Okay, so let's use Chamber. Can we snipe a Fist? We can. Actually, okay, that actually was a pretty good hit. I am very curious of where Dark Bomb hits, but... Let's Dark Bargain get... Oh, hitting the... I mean, actually hitting the second Dark Bargain isn't really necessarily bad. Alright, let's get rid of everything here. I don't want to deal with a Bloodlust. I guess we get rid of Dark Bomb. Oh, that would have been nice. You know, one card earlier. Oh, that's such a good card to draw. Just because we instantly will draw something off of Imp here, and then... That's even better. Okay, so we can get our little buggy even bigger if we really feel like it. Just infinite discards, please. Thank you very much. And there's our quest. It's not perfect. I really, really wanted to see a game where we got it done by turn 5, but this one is really, really hard to do something like that, and I just couldn't. Okay, putting down the quest, then going to slam down the 6/6. It's big enough. And then we'll get the bodies on board, hopefully. Well, I mean, we do see that they're a little bit Jade, at least. Okay, there's the Lightning Storm. That does get rid of our board, but it'll be revived next turn, so I don't really care too much. They'll probably get rid of the 6/3, I'd assume, with the 3/3. Yep. All right, we're just gonna do the perfect combo that we can here. Come on. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad of a hit. Let's get rid of that. Oh, Fist of Jaraxxus. Oh, wait, no, it didn't because discarded. Now it will. Come on, hit their face, hit their face. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna take the 1 in 4 shot. No, I'm not. Actually, I thought about it, especially because we wouldn't have space if I took the 1 in 4 shot there. I know my luck again with Cho'Gall and such. There's a few games, and this might be one of them where it doesn't work out too well for us. They're actually running that card. I guess I could see a world where you would run it to maybe do a Alkir OTK or something, but that just seems weird. Let's take the... Oh, perfect. Right. Is this lethal is the question. I don't think it is, so we might want to just clear the board, which also sounds a little bit weird because we have... How much do we have on board? Yeah, actually, never mind. Just clear out the board is safe. Put down our Imp Gang boss because we're feeling a bit gangsta. Okay. Come on. Oh, actually. Oh, never mind. That won't actually matter. Oh, maybe it will. Kind of. Because I think in show, we should have lethal. Oh, no. We have 2 additional discards, which will make us draw 2 cards, which isn't the best thing because we're almost low. Anything else good? That is a good card. That might have been a little bit questionable. We do not want to discard another card while we have... Oh, we had lethal. We had lethal. If we used the Dark Bomb and then used Soul Fire, we would have had lethal. Okay. And goodbye. All right, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, this deck actually turned out incredibly well. If you were a fan of Discard Warlock in the previous 2 months of Twist, this is a great deck to try out, as it does give you an additional push after the nerfs from the first month of Twist coming back. Overall, this deck felt incredibly strong and is easily a deck for me to recommend to you all, especially if you have the quest line lying around, because most of these cards were actually used previously in other Twist formats. But like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.